G'day, Tragic here, and I'm just going to do another one of these little videos. Watch it or not. Just remember, you can't unwatch it. Okay, so let's shuffle the encounter deck. It's all set up. Let's just flip a Rooney and draw the encounter card. Whoa, each player must deal X damages to one ally he controls, where X is the number of allies. Well, we've got no allies, so that does nothing. That's nice. And okay, so everyone gets a resource. Now let's check out, oops, we're at 27 threat, are we not? Let's check out our cards. Let's shuffle the deck first. Okay, so this is a good hand. It's not the best hand. It does not have a feint in it, but it does have Stargazer. It does have an Ancient Mathan. It does have an Eagles Are Coming, and it does have a nice little artifact. So we're going to keep this hand. So let's draw one more and hope we get a feint, which we don't. Okay, so we've got quite a lot of spirit in this opening hand, which isn't too good for us. Let's place out where Eagles Are Coming, and we'll just look at the top of our hand. Reveal to owner top 5. And there we go, we'll just pull in a bunch more eagles. And you can see the deck thinning, how the deck thinning works using Eagles Are Coming. We've taken out the card draw like Bilbo's gone, but we're using eagles to sort of get similar effect. What you do, you draw dead cards into your hand a lot of the time, but your deck is getting thinner, which means your draws are getting stronger. So it's sort of like a poor man's version of, it's kind of like card advantage, but it's not really. Okay, so let's back into the deck and shuffle, and this gets discarded. Player discard. Okay, so we've pulled 10 cards out of our deck on the first turn. That's not bad. And what are we going to do here? Well, I think we're going to -1 and place out Horn. And then we're going to -1 and place out a little birdie. And then we're going to quest for a grand total of 6. Okay, so let's draw the next encounter card. Boom! It does have ambush. Forced. After Orc Raiders engages a player, that player discards 2 attachments he controls. Ah, there goes poor old Horn of Gondor. Oh well, we did miss you. Okay, so ambush. He ambushes at 21 and we're at 27, so he does attack us. And he's engaged, so Horn of Gondor gets discarded. Bye-bye. And he is attacking for 3, so we are going to defend with the bird. He gets a shadow card. No shadow effect. The bird is destroyed. Player discard. And we need 4 to kill him, and we're attacking with 6. So boom. And that kills him. And then we're going to use Hammer's ability to draw from our discard pile where Eagles Are Coming. Place that back in our hand. And we're going to chuck out our Descendant. Like so. Okay, so let's refresh. Draw a card. Oops, got 2 eagles. That's a bit boring. Everyone gets that. Everyone gets a resource. And, well, we've got two eagles, so let's just cast one right now. Player deck. Reveal to owner top 5. Oh, no eagles. That's a bit... and there's... Feint was next. How terrible. Okay, so what I should have done, I guess, is play out Stargazer first. Okay, so now I'm going to quest -2. 1, 2. Play out this blocker. Draw the next card. And it is a Goblin Spearman. I didn't like that graphic when I first saw it, but I think it's really cool now. Okay, so he gets +2, it's undefended. He has no engagement, but he has got 15, so he's going to engage. So there's 2 in the staging area. Why have we got no quest points on here? We should have 6. Because the other guy engaged us. There was no, that ambush thing screws up my patterns, and I always forget to put the quest tokens on. Okay, so there's 2 in the staging area. That means we get another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this guy comes and attacks us. These guys are tapped. If I can actually play this game, I would. Okay, so the shadow card comes. We're going to defend with this dude. It is not undefended. Nothing happens. This guy is discarded. Play a discard. And now we attack for 6. And we put all the wounds on. And we get another 2 progress tokens. And this guy is discarded. Now all we have in the discard pile is a where the eagles are coming. So we're not going to bother fetching that because we've got one in our hand and then we don't have to discard. But before we quit the turn, we're going to tap Stargazer and we're going to check out the next card. So reveal to owner, top 5. Okay, so obviously we're not going to screw around with this setup. Okay, we like the cards that are coming. Feint, obviously we love. And I think the Mathan might be the next card that we're going to take. And then we'll take that. How's that for a plan? So if all goes well, we might be able to get all these cards plus an extra one. Okay, so we're just going to a deck and don't shuffle. And call done. Okay, so that's so much for that. Let's refresh. Let's draw a card. Everyone gets a resource, and our threat goes up. And I'm going to minus out 1 and place out my birdie. And then I'm going to quest again for 6. And we draw an encounter card. Boom. Okay, that's annoying. So these guys lose their things. Lose all their resources, but nothing happens. So let's just put that back into the encounter discard pile. But we get 6 progress tokens. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're going to clear the race next round. Okay, so let's refresh. Well, we may as well check out what's coming. We know what's coming. Real to owner, top 5. Should be a Mathan and then a bunch of stuff. Okay, so there's nothing here we want to grab, so we're just going to leave it the way it is. Player deck. Should I swap that around and play out the other horn? That's the question. I think I'd rather have the Mathan. So player deck and don't shuffle. Got to have some. I don't think we've had a single location, so it's got to be a location coming soon. Okay, so that's done. So let's refresh all. Draw a card. +1 threat. Everybody gets a resource. Okay, so we're not going to do anything here. We're just going to quest straight away for 6. And we're going to bring out another card. We're going to quest for 6. I guess we are going to quest for 6. Bring out another card. Boom. Deal 1 damage to each exhausted character, then exhaust all ready characters. Okay, so that's not too good. And everyone else gets exhausted. And then this guy is discarded. But we still get 6. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's an instant win. This gets put over here. We now flip a Rooney. And when revealed, we have to add the Goblin Gate to the deck. So there we go, Goblin Gate. So everybody gets surged now. So that is not good for us. But there's no other effects from that when revealed. Yep, and that's it. So let's hide the deck again. Reveal to all, none, and shuffle. Okay, so now we're ready to rumble. So let's refresh all. Let's draw a card. +1. Everybody gets a resource. Now, we do have the Mathan, right? So we've got two choices here. We have the escort, which will guarantee us to clear the Goblin Gate in one turn. We only need 4 to clear the Goblin Gate, by the way. We've got a second Mathan now. Or I can place the 2 Mathans on here. This is a toughest choice. So if we draw another monster, they're instantly going to attack. And we do have feints and we do have eagles. I think that might be the way to go here. What we're going to do, we've got a blocker as well even. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to -2 and we're going to place out both of these cards. Okay? So just have a look at this thing. So when this happens, all monsters get ambushed, and if the enemy engages the player, it makes an immediate attack. So unfortunately we don't have any quick strikes, but we are able to block and then attack. So let's quest for our 6. We'll draw a card. Boom! And it is an annoying monster, but luckily because of Goblin Gate, he actually attacks, which is pretty cool for us. So, yeah. So this guy now attacks us. And what that means, of course, is that there's nothing in the staging area. So we have 6 threat, which means, well, there's actually an action phase now after the reveal. Isn't there? There's an action phase because you can usually cast things like, you know, that card that increases your will, or you can discard from AON, whatever. So there's an action phase now. So we are going to... Oh wait, actually first there's an immediate attack. So this guy gets a shadow card. I'm going to tap. Gets revealed. Nothing. Attacks for 1, kills, this guy's killed, player discard. Okay, so now there's an action phase, so we're going to cast out Eagles of the Misty Mountains, player deck, reveal to owner, top 5. And we'll grab both these cards, like so. Player deck and don't shuffle. Player deck and shuffle, beg your pardon. This goes into our discard pile, and now we can place the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This gets discarded, and then we draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. And now these guys are discarded. Player discard. Choink. Okay, so this guy now gets a second, it's now the attack phase, he gets a second shadow card. We are going to feint him. Actually, let's just quick strike him. Why use feint? So we've got a feint in our hand, so I'm just going to quick strike this guy. So let's just -1 and play out quick strike. I then attack for 3. He has 3 defense. That's no good, so we're not going to do that. We are going to feint. So I feint. We are then, this just gets discarded. Play a discard. I attack for 6, and that of course does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it does 3 damage, beg your pardon. He's dead. And we get 2 progress tokens, 1, 2. And we're going to put Faint back in our hand, and I'm going to discard Landravol. Play a discard. And now I'm going to tap and reveal. Reveal to owner top 5. Okay, so I think we want to get Ziggy. Okay, so let me have a think here. We pull Ziggy. Oh, we're going to use her anyway, but we pull Ziggy. We may as well set it up. We pull Ziggy. We then draw Quick Strike. We then pull this guy. And then we Ziggy. And we call 4. Let me see if I can remember that. Play a deck and don't shuffle. Okay, so we're just going to put 4 up there so I remember. So we refresh, we draw 1, +1, everybody gets a resource. Okay, so we now have a Faint and we have a Quick Strike in hand, and we have 5 resources available to us. We've got our card cycling back in, which is really, really good. It's part of the way the deck functions. And I don't think it's really time for that because we want to get Ziggy on the table. But here's Stand and Fight, which is another thing, so we can play all our monsters from the graveyard. So we're pretty much cooking now. If I can just avoid any ridiculous... I haven't seen that treachery that always scares the hell out of me. And I think I might put some... I've been playing with the idea, because this deck is a discard deck and plays in the graveyard and uses Stand and Fight, we can actually play off-sphere Kais. And I was thinking of putting in some lore healing creatures, which are designed to be played directly from the graveyard using Stand and Fight. Okay, so enough of that deck tech. Let's just see what we're going to do. And I think the choice here is... okay, I'm just going to quest with 1, 2, 3, 4 and place out an eagle, but we're not going to quest with him. We're still going to quest with 6 and leave him back for blocking. That way if there's a surge creature, we can Faint and attack. Okay, so it's the encounter phase. Boom, out comes the encounter card. Oh yeah, and it's Mr. Annoying Guy. But doesn't matter, we have a Faint in hand, so he's actually not annoying, he's dead. Anyway, so that's 2, and we're questing for 6, so that's another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and of course that completes the Orc Outpost. So let's put this in here, and what happens next? Flipperoonsky, when revealed, reveal 1 card from the encounter deck per player and add it to the staging area. Characters cannot be healed. So we reveal the next encounter card, boom, and it's a location. There are locations in this... there are locations in this deck. That's just insane. Okay, so there's 3 in the staging area this time. So we only get 3 progress tokens. 1, 2, 3. Now we're not going to travel here because, well, I guess there's no point in traveling here. It's only 1 threat. So this guy comes down and attacks us. And he gets a shadow card, which of course we instantly Faint. This guy gets discarded. Yoink. And then we attack for 6, and you need 6 to kill him, so we actually give him 4 wounds, and he is instantly killed. And that gives us another 2 progress tokens. 1, 2. And then we pull Faint back into our hand, and we chuck out Landravol. Player discard. Like so. Okay, we're not going to bother tapping. Oh, I guess we can tap, I suppose. there's no real point. We know what's coming next. We're going to get, I think it's Quick Strike Neck, and then we call 4. But I'm going to tap anyway, because maybe there's a 5. So reveal to owner, top 5. Is that right? Yes. And nice. Okay, so the Rivendale Blade. Awesome. Okay, so it looks like I screwed up my timing. I would have lost a really good card. So what we're going to do is... I think I would rather the blade. Is the blade what I want here? I guess so. We've got a quick strike and we've got a feint in hand. We're going to have 2 resources. Yeah, I think that's the plan. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take that, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this. Okay, so don't shuffle, done. Refresh, draw a card, +1. Everybody gets a resource. We are then going to -2, place out Ziggy, who I'm then going to tap, call 4, draw, and we get 4 resources. So let's discard them. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's all well and funky-doo. Right, so what's the plan now? The plan is that we are going to quest for 6. Let's draw that card. Boom. Ambush. Okay, so that's quite annoying. After this enemy enters play, each player must make an engagement check against it. So the engagement check happens. Remember, it is instant. We fail. So he comes down here. Now, even though this isn't in order, I'm going to do my questing now before I forget. So there's 1 in the staging area. So we get a total of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this guy's attacking us. He gets a shadow card. Comes out. And I am going to -2, 1, 2, and stand and fight, which is action speed, and place out from my discard pile a... Well, why am I spending 2? Let's just spend 1. I'm going to spend 1 and place out this eagle. Play a discard. I'm then going to use him to defend. Add him to the staging area. And this guy is now killed. Play a discard. Instead, we're going to add him as a attachment to this dude. So he is now 3 attack, 3 defense, and 2 quest. I put the 2 quest now because I always forget that he doesn't get his quest added up. Okay, so that's the situation we're in now. And let's just -2 quest points off there. So we're only at 8. And that's the end of that. So, okay, what have we got here? This guy, we need 6 to kill him. And we need 4 to kill him. Okay, so we're going to After you travel to Ruin Road, first player places 2 progress tokens on it and raises a hero. So we're going to travel to here, which gives us 2 progress tokens, and we're going to ready Eowyn. And now this guy is going to attack us. They both get shadow cards. Lack a soul. Let's have a look at my hand. I'm looking at my discard pile there. Right, so we have... Okay, so I'm going to... In the action phase between them, I am going to... This guy's defending for 3. He's not going to die, is he? He only hits for 2, hits for 2. Hits for 3. You need to hit him for 4, 5, 6. Hit 4. Okay, so this is the plan. We're going to minus 1 more of these things, play out the other stand and fight, go to our discard deck, grab the Wind Guardian. He comes out. This guy goes into our discard. I am then going to faint. Oh, it's so... This is like when I wish I had that peek at the shadow card. But, okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to... -1 and faint. I'm going to faint this guy. Okay, counter discard. This gets into our discard, play a discard. And this guy is going to defend this dude. Return attacking enemy to the staging area. Okay, that doesn't really worry us. Counter discard. This guy goes back up here. This guy's killed, but we're going to flip him over. And he now has 4. And yeah, so now we're just going to attack. So the original plan was if this guy was still in the staging area, we could then attack with 4, 5, and or just attack with 4 in fact, and that would be enough to kill them. We could kill them both. That's why I travelled here. Okay, so, but even if I didn't play out that other card, I could have just used Eowyn as well. But anyway, the point is, we now attack with both these guys, do 6 damage, which is enough to kill him. Bye-bye. And we get 2 progress tokens, 1, 2. And that's it. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to... oh, we attacked, didn't we? So, play a discard. I'm going to bring Faint back into my hand. And I'm going to chuck out... I might chuck out this guy. Play a discard. Choink. Like so. Okay, so let's tap this guy and see what's coming next. Reveal to owner, top 5. Okay, so this is a pretty good hand. We're going to put that there, and we're going to put this here, and then we're going to put this here, and don't shuffle. There we go. Done. Oh my god, I've forgotten what that card was. I think it was a 4. Refresh, draw, +1. Everybody gets a resource. We're going to -1 resource. Place out you. going to tap you and call 4. We go draw. 1, 2. Yes, it was the correct one. Play a discard. We're going to put one, two. Ooh. We're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. We're then going to minus 1, 2, 3, 4. Play out both of these guys, and this should finish the quest for us, I would think. I'm also going to minus one of these and place out the horn. This is probably a lot of overkill. And why not? Let's just minus one of these and place out this dude. Okay, so that's the end of that. So this is probably going to be the end of the game. What I might do, just for fun, I'll just show you it, see if I can get it to work. So I'm going to minus 1, and I'm going to play out Will of the West. So you put that into our player discard. We put that up here, and then we get our entire discard pile. Oh, actually, that's not when you do it. I did that wrong. Hang on, let me put that back. I'll show you how to do that later. Because what happens is, you end up in a discard pile. You end up with, as you can see, tons and tons and tons of eagles from all your discarding in the discard pile. And then you Will of the West, and you put it into your encounter deck, and then you cast where the eagles are coming, and you'll draw literally like 5 eagles every time you cast it. You know, the chances of drawing other cards are really slim, so it's almost like free getting eagles back in your hand. It's a very, very good little combo. Okay, so apart from any screw-ups, we're probably going to win this turn, so let's attack. Going to quest with 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're questing for a whole of 14 this quest, right? Because it's actually 6, so it's actually 6, right? And then there's 4 coming from the these guys each. So there's another 8 coming in. Okay. That's 14. Yes, my maths do work. Okay, so let's draw the next encounter card, and it's a location. Couldn't have been better. So there's 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 in the staging area. So it's 3, no, 1, 2, yeah, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that is the end of the quest. This gets discarded. Play a discard. Draws 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. This guy gets discarded. And these 2 guys get discarded. Play a discard. You can see the deck kind of functioning now a lot better than the last game. Gets 2 resources. And that's it. Game over. You know, if you wanted to play the rule that you've got to clear the staging area of monsters every turn, we can always just attack. He gets a shadow card. We cancel it with feint. We then attack and kill this guy. So we can even clear it of all monsters. Play a discard. Okay, so that's pretty good. So that's the end of that. The deck seemed to work pretty well. Just as an example, if I now used his ability to pull eagles out of the graveyard, so we pull out eagle, and then we placed, I don't know, let's place the Rivendale blade back in, play a discard, eagle's in our hand, we then cast this, Let's see if this works. It should work pretty well. I mean, there's still 18 cards in the deck, so it's not like it's completely done. So let's just put all these cards back in our player deck. Shuffle. This goes in here. And now, if I tap her to have a look, reveal to owner, top 5, we should see a massive hand of eagles. Well, not a massive hand, but we do have 3 eagles. You know, so we could cast that, bring 3 eagles in straight away to fuel our discarding. Nice. Okay, so that's the end of that. That quest was a bit of a cakewalk. 34. I forgot to record my turns because I don't really keep score, but yeah, so that deck is functioning a lot better now after my first game, and I think maybe I finally made a video without mistakes, but please feel free to let me know as long as you're not bored, because that guy, you know, if I could just set him on internet ignore, I would. Anyway, have fun. I will catch you guys next time.